Hey everybody, welcome to Delta Lodge Outdoors. Hope y'all are doing great. This is Sunday, September the 1st that I'm recording. It'll come out Tuesday the 3rd. Got a 3-day weekend this weekend. Hope y'all enjoy your time off from work, spending some time with family or whatever it is y'all are doing. We are T-minus 30 days for most of us with our opening date till October the 1st. I know some guys and gals are already getting the hunt or they'll be in the next few days. It's awesome. I'd planned on making either Missouri or Nebraska early season, and that didn't work out. Like some of y'all know from some of the other shows, like I have the wonderful 6.7 Power Stroke, and it had a fuel issue where the pump implodes, which usually screws the motor up. So they had to put a whole new fuel system and motor in it to figure that out. Got it back, drove it like 200 miles, and somehow the wire and harness from the cab being removed and put back on and all that was crimped. So it's been in the shop for 60 days, them figuring that out and get it. So basically this year, um, my wife's got her truck. I have my work truck, so I work Monday through Friday, and I didn't want to take her truck and go out of town for the weekend and leave her with, they kind of frown upon her driving the work truck, I would assume. Never done it, but nothing would surprise me that they might be okay with it with some of the other shit that goes on. So didn't make the scouting trip, so that kind of pushed Nebraska and Missouri off the table more than likely for this year. But everything happens for a reason, so not sure what the reason is yet, but wasn't in the cards for them this year. So the last couple weekends we've actually focused on doing some work on the boys' box stands. Hopefully today, after I finish recording this one, they'll be finished with they're going to church and everything. I'm recording a podcast. Probably need to go to church, but I've got it. I'm recording this one instead. So when they get doing all that and get in, we'll go out there and finish putting all the sides are stood, the doors framed in. We have plywood on one of the 4 sides, so we got to put plywood on the back and the 2 sides, and then the 3 more rafters and the roof will be ready to go on. We're gonna try to get the plywood and metal on by Monday evening. That way it's blacked in pretty much, and then we'll go from there. So will still be. It probably won't be fully finished inside the way I want it before deer season starts, but it'll be close. We'll install, like I said, next weekend. If we can do what we need to do this weekend, next weekend we'll install the windows in it. I've got the 1 foot tall by 3 foot long, 2 of those for the front. Then I'm gonna put like I said, it's getting the door be on the side. Then we'll probably put maybe one window in the back. I'm not really worried about the 3 sides being able to shoot out of, just because of the way it lays out. One side is like a thicket that you cannot see into. The back side, it would come up a tree line, cross the corner of my pasture, then into that little thicket you can't even see in. And I don't really want to shoot out the back of it because the way it's angled, that would put me shooting back towards my neighbor's property. And we're about 100 yards off of our fence line between me and him, and he has one about 100 yards the other side of the fence line, and on his place. So we're right there by each other. So I don't want to shoot out the back of it, but I do have plenty of pictures of deer. A bunch of does in daylight already on the front side of it, because we've kept a feeder out all year with a mixture of a product that we run here at Delta Lodge. It's not my regular Cajun blend. It's a different setup I'm working with, and liking the results I'm seeing so far. Protein levels should be pretty good on it, so it's something we're just toying with. That's theirs. Then, like, I saddle hunt out of the back and the back middle of the property, so they have theirs. I'll be able to make a couple saddle hunts if the weather's right on my place, but that's where we're at. Like I said, it's September the 1st. We're 30 days out for most of us on season. So excited about that. Trying to figure out my shop. What looks like multiple bombs went off my man cave does on the inside. Um, I've got to go through stuff and figure out where the hell all my stuff's at. It's like the trip that we have planned the first week of October. One of my buddies, he knows I have several aiders for my extra sticks I have. And he's like, hey, can you bring me one of your extra sticks and an aider when you come so that I can set it up with mine? I'm like, yeah, no problem. I gotta find the shit. I know where, out of 4 sticks, out of my 4 spare sticks, I know exactly where 2 of them are. One's laying on my work table in the shop because I'm working on something and I needed it. And one is in Hunter's backpack with his saddle and everything, and because like he commandeered it. So that's where we're at on that. Just trying to figure out where everything's at. It's last year, we bought the place and we moved in between we closed March 31st. We had to be out of our rent house by like July 1st. So we pretty much, and that was with me working every day and part of it out of town and everything else. So we moved, myself, the wife, the boys. The little girl's too little to help. She tried though. We moved everything using the horse trailer, using a 3-horse slant load horse trailer. They would load it all week, and I'd pull it on the weekend and unload it. And while we were doing some work to the house that we bought, so it was a lot. So all my stuff just kind of got thrown in here. Last year, I knew where one of my saddles was at, and my one stick, and then I used one of my rifles because I didn't I made like a little bit of bow hunting. Didn't really bow hunt. It was hard getting everything else set up and being able to. So this year I bought a new bow and I've got it set and it's ready to go. We're almost there, and I have got to figure out where the hell everything's at. It's like I said, a nightmare. I don't know how y'all stuff looks or what, but y'all reach out and send pictures or text and explain to me how y'all keep y'all's organized. And because my ADHD kicks my ass at times, and my organization, to me it's organized, but to everybody else it looks like horrible. So for me to say it's a mess and horrible, then you know it's really bad. Really, really bad. So that's kind of our gist of where we're at and what we've been doing and our plans for the weekend. And we're going from there with that. And so we'll dive into some stuff that I wanted to discuss in the episode today. It was I don't know how many of y'all seen. Apparently the first wild litter of wolves have been born in Colorado. And so it's apparently the ones they turned loose has reproduced already. So I guess if you're for that, it's a good thing. If you're not for that, it's a bad thing. So they got that going on with that. I'm seeing a lot of stuff for what I'd say is going to be EHD in Indiana this year from some people I know. So if you're in that area, let us know what you're seeing, because it's looking like y'all are gonna have a bad level of EHD this year in the areas that I've seen, which sucks. Sorry, I took a sip of my coffee. That sucks. I hope that's all it is. I know that sucks either way that you got it, but I'd rather it be EHD than some of the other issues that could be had. So if you're seeing that, let me know. Then today is, like I said, September 1st, opening day of dove season. So you got probably should have a lot of people dove hunting today. I know a few of my buddies are. A few guys I've had on the podcast. And then let us know if you dove hunt, how it went. I had planned on trying to this year. Don't know if it's going to happen. We're just time's flying by with all the other stuff I need to be doing that I'm not doing because I'm doing other things that I probably shouldn't be. It's just there's never enough time. So we're gonna enjoy what we got because we're gonna run out of it. Um, like I said, I know this is just kind of me off the cuff talking, a lot of pauses and thinking. Got a lot on my mind that I don't want to, there's a lot of shit going on just outside of our control politically and everything. It doesn't matter what side you fall on, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, we can dive on into the Colorado with the wolves and everything else. That's a nightmare in itself. Or we can dive into Colorado, in Aurora, Colorado, where they're dealing with Venezuelan gangs taking over apartment buildings. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Independent, atheist, Christian, any way you identify, you know deep down that's wrong. And it's, I don't know, man. I'm fucking worried about the country we're gonna have for the next generation, our kids. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, and I know this is probably not where this one should go or what. I just, something's got to give. Like we're not gonna have anything for the next generation because you got two people in charge that are me, and it's they're getting good for them, but they're not worried about what they're leaving for the next. And we can carry that into hunting and everything. If you're just doing what's good for you, you're not worried about and not leaving something for the next generation. You're destroying the everything. But I'm looking for the resource, no matter what the fucking resource is. If it's hunting is how you're looking at the resource, as our country is the resource. If you're not being, and I can't remember exactly how he words it, the guy I'm wanting to quote, you want to be not an accessory. You want to bring good into the community, not be a drain on it. And he uses bigger words, but that's the way it's coming to me right now. You want to be a positive, not a negative. But we can't keep going the way we're going. Our dollar's not going near as far as it did. You got, apparently like places in California, they're wanting to pass a thing, if they hadn't already, where illegal migrants get $150,000 like tax free, don't have to pay it back or anything for down payment on a house. And you have, we can get into 22 veterans a day committing suicide that, they don't give a, nobody cares, and that's bullshit. I have a lot of friends that are veterans and everything. It's like, it's not right what we do to them. It's not right to give your regular taxpayers money to somebody that's a drain on the system. It's not okay. You want to give that money away, give it to somebody that's a citizen, that's deserving of it, that's done something for their country. And this is a tangent that wasn't really intended on going on, but that's where we're going. Something's got to fucking give. Things have to change. America's, basically we've turned into like the devil's armpit. It's fucked up. I'm scared of what my kids have to live through and do, and it's not okay. No matter what part you fall on, like I said earlier, doesn't matter if you're Democrat, Republican, atheist, Christian, where you identify in other parameters of life. Right's right, wrong's wrong, and you gotta see it. You gotta know what's best. And I think if a lot of us would step back, no matter what we fall on, and like what's best for me and mine, that would tell you where you need to align. And it's fucked up that we've got to that. We're gonna get off of that on a happier note. Like I said, deer season's 30 days out. Bow season for most of us. Some people are starting today. Some people are 2 weeks out. So let us know. Like I said, I know Nebraska. I think Nebraska starts today. Missouri's the 15th. Kentucky's early season. Let us know when yours starts and what you got. I know there's some Florida guys that's been hunting since like July. It's got to be hot as balls. And the mosquitoes have to be horrible. Being a South Louisiana boy, like, I know mosquitoes suck, so I would say July deer hunting for whitetail in Florida. I would like to, if any of y'all that listen actually do that or have done that or know somebody, get them in touch with us. I don't care if they don't have to be successful. I just want to know what the hell it's like and have them tell us. So that's where we're at. Looking forward to it. I've got to get this shop into shape. I've got to get some podcast, some YouTube stuff recorded. I've got to reach out to a few people that I've got lined up. One of my buddies, Brad, reached out the other day. He's should be set up to come on the podcast. Brad and I have known each other about 8 years. It was an accidental meeting. Neither one of us knew the other one was into the outdoors. I was doing some storm cleanup and needed equipment to do the cleanup, and he subbed that part of the job from me because I didn't want to mess with it, and that's how we met. And over the years, we've got into talking hunting, fishing, and outdoor stuff. Have a cool female lined up that is into turkey hunting and everything. She's going through. She's under the weather here right now, so hopefully in a week or two we'll have her lined up and on here. We've been texting back and forth, so that's that. The episode last week, Brandon Adams, was killer. Enjoyed it. It was a good time. I've been spending a lot of time scouting one of the WMAs in Oklahoma, and hopefully, like I said, I won't be hunting the first week in Oklahoma. I'll be in North Louisiana, so when I get back, hopefully that second weekend, well, actually, I'm probably going to be back that Friday, so I might hunt it that weekend, and then we'll go from there. My place, I've got a couple bucks I'm looking for on my place that if they'll start daylighting early in bow season, then that's what I'll be hunting. If not, the first time my place will actually have any hunting done on it will be youth weekend. And that's if I have no daylighting bucks on my area. And I don't hunt anywhere but a certain area on my place, so the weather has to be right, etc., the wind and everything. But if I have daylighting bucks on it, I may try to get one with my bow. If I don't, then we won't hunt it until mid to late October when it's youth weekend. And then after that, I won't hunt it till probably Thanksgiving week. Hopefully the boys can shoot a couple does this year if Trapper decides he wants to shoot one. I know Hunter will shoot them for me. Skylar would if I'd let her, she's 4. She would do it now. But Hunter's my hunter right now. Trapper is a fisherman. Nothing wrong with it. So we enjoy that. He's been working on the box stand with us though too. So it's been fun getting to last weekend some and this weekend. It's trying when you're trying to working with a 12-year-old, and he'll be 10 in 5 days. September the 6th, he'll be 10. So when you're working with a 12 and 10-year-old to build the box stand and get the plywood in and everything else, it can be entertaining to say the least, and whether good and bad. Like I said, we'll try and. Yesterday we finished up the wall and door casing and put up 3 sheets of plywood on it. We have 3, 4, 5, 6 more sheets of plywood and 2 rafters to put on it. 4 rafters to put in, because I put part of them in yesterday too. So we'll put the other 4 in. We'll put the plywood. Today, our goal is to do the 6 sheets of plywood, and then we'll put the 2 rafters on in the morning and the metal. If we don't get to that today, it just depends on how they function. Um, if it goes pretty smooth, we can get it all up. Once we get that on and get it blacked in, we're at the point where we can start. We'll put the window in for sure. It will definitely be huntable at that point. But the next would be the interior, and I'm gonna have it where I have it set up where it's a big box. It has 12 by 8. So you know how much work we're doing to it. It's 12 by 8 on a 4-foot pedestal. So it's 4 feet off the ground. So the top of it's where the metal's got to go on the top is like 12 feet off the ground. So we have that. Then it's going to have the 2 1-foot by 36-inch windows in the front, the door on the side. That may be all we have in it for windows and everything I've got to see. And we'll go from there. We might have to do something for lighting. It may be too dark in it. So we may have to, but I don't want us backlit a good bit either, if that makes sense. So then interior wise, we'll finish it out. I've got carpet, insulation, and everything. Then we'll put some like thin like plywood inside for the walls where it's completely, cased in and out. And I have a little heater for it. So everything's hopefully good to go. We'll get it completely fixed. I think it'll be really nice. I think it'll be, should last a while, as long as no bad weather gets it, and we'll go from there. I'm excited about what we got going on with it and getting it together. Finally getting it finished out. We should have already been done with it. It's just I've been not working on it. I've been busy, and then with work and everything else, so that's where we're at. It's just been not doing it because I was working on other things, and like yesterday when we were working on that, there was 2 wall ovens, gas wall ovens in the house. I think I'm saying that right. It just sounds funny. My wife wanted taken out because it swapped to some different stuff, and so I did that yesterday, and got that moved for her, and it's like being a little rabbit. Everywhere I go, there's piles, if you know what I mean. Like I haven't really got anything finished that I start, so gotta get something finished, I guess, to feel accomplished. So the box stand was started in March. I was looking at pictures earlier, and here it is, September, and I haven't even got it blacked in yet. It's just and just working on other stuff. Y'all know how it is. Like, especially if you work out of town a good bit and you come in. I spent the week I was on vacation. I spent all that time fixing my driveway because I had never got time to fix it correctly. So it's just been and bush hogging because I hadn't bush hogged, and I built fence. My son, it's just been, when you don't have time to do anything in the week, and then you do it on the weekends, and I was getting about a day and a half on the weekends work because I had a 5-hour drive back to work on Sunday evenings, which I don't have now. It's making a huge difference. So we appreciate y'all hanging in there with us. I know this one's just been kind of back and forth off the cuff with some stuff. Like I said, appreciate y'all hanging in there. I look forward to hearing stories from y'all with deer season and success or failures, because I know we're going to have some. Hopefully we have more success than failures, and the I won't call it failures, unsuccessful trips. Just remember, even on an unsuccessful trip, you can always learn something, so it makes it successful. This is the time to start introducing, like, it's almost there, like getting the people in the outdoors, the younger generation, the next generation, because we talked about that earlier in it, about resources. it's time. Like, we gotta pull our heads from our asses and realize that we got to do something to have a next generation, not just hunters of what we enjoy, no matter what it is that you enjoy. There's too much going on to let it slip past us. We're, we're the world's watching. I mean, if you jump into what's going on, like I said a little bit earlier about Aurora, Colorado, that's third world country shit going on that's making mainstream news, and we're just sitting back watching it. And I understand there's certain parts of inner cities that is gang ran, but it's been that way for years, and it's different than what's going on there. And I'm not trying to get too far into that because I'm strongly opinionated, and I know there's other people about it that would be too. But it's a totally different style of what's being done, where it's being done, how it's being done. I don't know, man. Everybody's watching. I think we need to hold your family a little closer. Spend a little more time with them. It's definitely time to start teaching them the outdoors. If you haven't, they need to know it. They need to be in it. Not just for the fun times and the relief. They need to know how to take care of themselves. They need to know how to take care of others. It's too much stuff going on. Too much hate in the world. On that, Julius Craig, Dr. Flodge Outdoors. Go enjoy the fucking outdoors. Teach people the outdoors. Teach people love. I know that just went way out there for what some of y'all, but y'all know what I mean. Thanks, Julius Craig.